Hi, I'm Veronica. I'm part of the Youth Power Germany team, and I come from Italy, but our organization is based in Berlin. And there what we do is we work with youth and youth workers and try to make our society, our small community, and then growing outside to make it a better future for everyone. And we offer so many different activities, and we hope that by working together we can improve our little world around us and also project this in a bigger scale and inspire young people as well as youth educators or anyone involved in the work of youth to grow with us and make our future better for everyone. Well, that means a lot of stuff. Inclusive future, when I think about it, of course, I think about youth. And we often say that youth is our future, but what we believe also at Youth Power is that they actually, the actual times, they're the present. Because in order to build this inclusive future together, we have to really trust them and give youth and anyone a voice to be heard, and not just to be there and occupy a space, but really give the trust to work on it and to have a voice and to have an influence on what it means to build a future together. What we believe also is that we want really to go back to what is the connection with people, because we believe that to be more inclusive, we first have to understand who's around us and welcome everyone in our inner space and collaborate together to make this, what we have around us, a better place now and in the future. It's the youth itself, I have to say. It's amazing and very inspiring to see people fighting for something already from an earlier age, teenagers already. We work with people also from 15 years old to then up to adults. And every day we get inspired by them, no matter what happens around us. You can see really they are eager to do something, to make a change. And this motivates us to give them the space and the safe space to really bring their ideas, the new perspective. I believe what motivates us is also to feel this new energy coming, to change what is there. And doesn't mean always finding new ways. Maybe we just have to trust the process and give them the space to do something about it. And that's really what's inspiring us and our activities, to give them the space and really a motivation to go on with their ideas and never stop at the obstacles, just to hear us. We might be younger than you, but believe me, we know what's happening, because what you guys decide today is going to affect our future. And we want that this future is also built on what we need, or our needs. And therefore, that is what we ask for, is just to be heard and to have a spot in the decision making, to have representation and the possibility to say and to speak our mind in order to build what we all need, including us. I believe that young people would need much more participation in the way that they need more representation. I believe there's not enough representation in decision-making places, in parliaments, and really wherever a decision has to be made, I think there's not enough representation. And it's not because young people are not interested. Actually, what we live every day in our work, being very close to them, is the opposite. They really have so much energy and so much wish to make something happen in the society, in the community. And they really feel that sometimes they lose a bit of trust and hope just because they don't see something that can really help them to bring their voices outside, and they don't feel represented enough. And therefore, in many countries in Europe, Italy, where I'm from, for instance, the youth participation in politics and in every decision making is very low still. And that's because young people don't trust much the institutions. I know in Germany it's already getting much better, faster than Italy probably. But yeah, I think that's the way to give them really a voice and a safe space. What they feel often is that they are not in a safe space to say what they want to say, and therefore they keep it for themselves many times and they don't feel represented enough. Well, that depends. That might be, I also feel that inclusion means not including in the decision making every person, and of course it's always the minorities or that are less represented. As also the young people, of course, can bring a lot of new ideas, so I think it would be a good world. But I still believe it's also important to also hear the needs of elderly people, for instance, because as much as we care about younger people, and they are the future, but there are also people that are in this now and present and need also to be heard, and they have maybe totally different needs from the young people. So I do believe sometimes we also have to take care. Of course, youth, it's a huge part of the population, but of course on the other side, there's another minority as well, no? The people, elderly people that sometimes miss also a representation, or often their needs are also not heard. So I think it would be an utopia, amazing world where every need is heard. But of course I do believe that in the moment we live now with all the crisis, that would be a great voice to be heard. When people really under 30s or in their 30s, to have this young new perspective to make new things happen. But as again, not losing also the other side of the medal, which is also very important. Well, I definitely wish for a place where everyone has equity, where everyone gets the same possibilities. I'm not here to say, of course, a world without conflicts. That would be, of course, on the first place, but going more on our smaller community, a world where everyone has same possibilities to access also education, healthcare, a world where everyone has the possibility to grow and to build their future the same ways as the other. Of course, in a very peaceful world, that would be the biggest wish for everyone, I guess, especially in that moment. And yeah, and I also wish for people to get back to some very human way of interacting with each other. This, I think, would be a very nice cherry on top, where everyone gets more aware of the other, and to build something together, I think, is very important. Maybe in the future we will be a bit going back to a more human connection between us. That would be amazing. I think at the moment, of course, everything happening in the world, conflicts and difficulties, is affecting very much young people, and this means also giving them a hard time coping with everything happening. So I think coping mechanism to go on and to really be free to build future as they want, access education, and be able to travel, be able to connect with people, to be able to make their decisions. I think this would be very important. And that's also something that through our work, I think we have the responsibility also to do, is to give them these possibilities and give them the tools also to be able to decide for themselves how to build their future. Well, again, for the same reason as before, because of course it's their future as well, so they really need to be part of the decision making, because what it's being decided now, it's gonna be affecting their future more than ours, I think, in the end. And therefore it's really important that they have a voice, or at least that they have an influence or are heard. Then decision making can happen, but they should include their needs and whatever they feel it's important for them to build their future.